great to see you.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
I want to thank you people, really. Some of you stood, and a couple of you went like this guy in the front went. It's okay, kid. It's okay. You go to bed tonight, or you're going to get a lot of pimples. Okay, so, Jimmy, it's good to have you back.
Thank you.
I understand it was touch and go.
It was, yeah.
Mouth to mouth, and you didn't come out of it.
No, I actually did come out of it. I'm fine. This is me at my 100%.
I'm going to be honest with you. It was a hell of a gimmick to pull the appendix thing to get attention.
Thank you.
Great. The hospital thing went over like skyrocket, I swear to God. When I heard they said touch and go, I said, what a gimmick. He's going to fake. He's going to die. Wonderful, so you get a rating. And look at you today, and you don't look good. I'm not going to lie to you. All these people, yay, Jimmy. You look bad. You better go back in the hospital. Go back in the hospital and have them punch you in the stomach and snap out of it. The man don't look good. How do you feel? Slato, Comedos, my friends. The son and the father laughing and the whole band can't stand it. No, that's a joke. They're wonderful gentlemen. Good to see you, gentlemen. Yeah, they're all mutes.
They've been instructed not to speak to you, Mr. Rickles.
Why are you wearing the tuxedo? Al Capone died?
No. We did this for you. We wanted to be dressed up, like give that kind of old Las Vegas feel for you.
There they are, the Irish cop and the Mexican who don't know where the hell he is. You're an Italian cop, right?
Italian.
Yeah, they take money. Anyway, I remember in New York. I remember Frank in New York at the Copa. He used to stand out in the snow going, hey, any trouble? No, you're a good police officer, Frank, and now you're retired. And I'll tell you as a friend, go home. And take the little Mexican with you and have him cook. Oh, lady, give me a break. It's a little humor. The two black chicks are sitting in front going, you like that, Shirley? Hey, baby, we're from the same world. I swear, the Jews and the blacks, someday.
Someday.
What's your name, darling? What?
Nicole.
Hello. Anyway,
Nicole, I was speaking to Nicole before the show. Her friends went to the BET Awards today. Do you ever watch BET?
That's the black television thing.
Right, exactly.
Well, my house has no lights.
Is that right?
No, I watch it, dear. It's a great network. I'm kidding you. You know that. I like her look. I'm going to go. I'm going to do these jokes, and the husband's going to be backstage later going, okay, Jude, let me hear it again.
Don't worry, we'll get you right out of here. There'll be no trouble at all.
No, God bless. I tell you, I adore life and making fun of people, and I adore being on the show with you. You know why, Jimmy?
Why's that?
Because you don't help me. It's like being with nobody. You know what I'm saying? When Johnny Carson was alive, bang, boom, bang. Letterman, bang, boom, bang.
Yeah.
Jay Leno, boom. What I mean is... No, that's a joke. Jay knows I like him. You know, he's at home now. He's laying in the bed and his wife going, let's try it again. Funny joke, funny joke.
I think it's my job to just kind of be quiet and listen to what you say.
Yeah, but you got to jump in once in a while.
No, I'm sorry.
Put a stick on my ass and it'll be a puppet show.
You got him going.
The big guy went, oh, are you Chinese? Filipino? Mabuhay. My man, Conrad, who's been with me for 2 years. He's been with a friend and takes care of me, and he's still a Filipino. I was in the Philippines in World War II. Hey, I saved your family, for crying out loud. Cebu, Tacloban, Lagayan Gulf, PT boats, me, truth. What's your name? Running Duck or what? What is it? No, what's your name? Gary. Gary? I swear to God, guys, I was in the jungle for 2.5 years. I never met one guy to come in. Hello, Mr. Rickles, I'm Gary.
You made your first Gary. There you go.
Yeah, that was good.
Thank you.
Anyway. Say that? Now he's dynamite. Jumps in with some...
Just like Johnny.
Yeah. How's Sarah doing? God bless her.
She's doing well,
I saw her
thank you.
Special. She was great.
Oh, good. I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Oh, yeah. I did.
Oh, good. Well,
I had my 3-year-old. I had to put him in his room.
Yeah.
Couldn't let him hear it. But no, she's good. She's good.
Yeah, no, well, good. I'm glad.
And she's a sweet girl. You know, there's another side of Sarah, which I met at when we had dinner together. By the way, we having dinner again together?
Yeah, sure.
See, Letterman, it's a fight with Letterman.
Well, yeah.
But I had 2 dinners with Letterman in a cellar. He don't like to be with anybody. Puts a baseball cap over his head, and we go down about 40 flights down into a restaurant. He goes, "You want to have salad?" He hides. Yeah. You know, Jay Leno, we don't go to dinner. He's at Big Mac's. You know, he don't go for that.
He drives
kind of
through?
No, he's not that. You know, he don't like that kind of thing. He likes to, spit shine his car and go home early. You know
right. Yeah. Sure.
But no, Jay is not the big socialite. But Regis is big.
Yeah, Regis. Yeah.
Regis and Joy. You know, when we go out, it's big time. You know, Regis looks at the menu and goes, "Jesus, wait a minute, I'll get it."
Don't worry. I won't be going to any of those questions anyway.
Remember that? It's a parade. I used to do it to Gene Bailey. She used to do, "Where is lunch?" You know. But I must say that what? Oh, these are notes.
Yeah.
I forgot what the hell was I saying. I forgot what the hell I was saying. You know why? I know what I'm saying, and I laugh my ass off to myself.
You were talking about your friend Regis Philbin.
Right.
How long have you known Regis?
About 45 years.
45 years?
I knew him when he was with Joey Bishop, and I knew him before that, when he was an announcer down in San Diego. And then I knew him when he came up with Joey Bishop. Joey's still with us, God bless him. I think he's up close to 90, and he's in Newport Beach, just sitting there going, "I'm going to kill Regis. When I get him, I'm going to kill him."
Oh, Regis is crazy, though. Would you agree that Regis is a crazy person?
No, I like him. Why are you turning on Regis?
I love Regis.
No, there's no need to turn on Regis. What did he ever do to you?
No. I
don't like it, what you said about him. He's an Irish kid from the Bronx that just runs around and goes, "Let me hear it, Timmy. Hit the drums. Let's have a good time." Why did you turn on this guy?
No.
We Jews don't like it when you turn on an Irish guy. You're Italian. Be proud of it. I'll make you feel good.
Well, no, I love Regis, and you know that.
Darling? You enjoying it?
Regis has...
My darling's sitting there going, "I want to make pancakes and go home early." That's so racist, isn't it? But it's a joke. What could the blacks do to me? Look at this. The father laughed and the son went. The leader of the band keeps looking around going, "Dad, is this funny?" "Yeah, you dumbbell." Don't be a dumbbell. Laugh.
Well, you know, kids today are very politically correct. It's a different...
Well, sure. But, you know, hey, what makes the people laugh, whatever, if it's not mean-spirited, it's fun. If it's mean-spirited, it's out of line. And there's measures to go. But in my career of 55 years, God's been blessed me. I've headlined all over Las Vegas and Atlantic City. And it's not a reason because I'm that talented, because I use things that I think is not mean-spirited, and that's what counts.
Well, I think you're very talented, obviously, but... People love you, and you're one of the... You know what? You are... I don't know if there's anyone in the world that could get away with saying the things that you say.
Well, they don't have Blue Cross. But,
I mean, especially in this day and age.
No, but you see, when I say something, it's like a fighter, and you know that. Jimmy, you did sports all your life. When I first knew of you, and you were great with sports. You know, a boxer. If a guy, when a fighter hesitates to throw his punch, he's in trouble. Every time I throw a punch, which I call a punch or a remark, in my heart, I know that it's funny, and I know I don't mean any harm.
Of course.
Now, not everybody in the world, I always said Bob Hope, rest his soul, the world, I know people, how can you not like Bob Hope? But when you and I know, as entertainers, when we sell ourselves, we can't please everybody, because we're alone. What else do we have to sell? I don't have something up here that's a toy, a truck, something that you'd want to buy. It's just me. And if you don't enjoy me, it's a big problem. So we have to sell ourselves, and we have to be sure and believe in what we do. And that's my case.
But more importantly, you do have a product to sell, and it's this book. And this is a great book. I mean, I don't care if you're a senior citizen or a 12-year-old kid. There are some great, great stories in this book. Stories about your life and growing up in Las Vegas and the golden age and hanging out with Frank Sinatra and the Rat Pack.
Well, what I wondered, Jimmy, when you read the book, I hope you heard my voice, because that's what I tell people. If you buy the book, and I hope you'll buy it.
People
I have
are
a great
buying.
deal of expense.
It is the...
I have a Jewish wife that sits with jewelry signaling ships.
All right, well, we're spending the whole evening with the great Don Rickles. His new book is called Rickles' book, and we thought it might be fun to take some questions from members of the studio audience, and so we're going to do that. What's your name?
Dove.
Dove? Dove? And where are you from?
Rockaway, New York.
Rockaway, New York. Don, this is Don Rickles. Don, this is Dove.
Rockaway, New York, son, when I was a very young man, my mother and I, rest her soul, we had a bungalow in Rockaway, far away from the beach, and we carried umbrellas and all our stuff all the way to the beach to get a sunburn, not realizing that cancer was waiting. Nice to see you, young man.
Dove, you have a question for Mr. Rickles?
Yeah, I'd like to ask you, what's the biggest celebrity you've ever made fun of?
What's the biggest celebrity I've ever met?
Made fun of.
Made fun of? Well, there's no question about it. It would be Ronald Reagan.
Oh?
Frank Sinatra took me to the inaugural of Ronald Reagan as a guest performer, which I was very proud of, and I made fun of Ronald Reagan, and the remark was, "Snap out of it, Mr. President. You're dozing. I hate that."
That's a pretty good one. All right, let's see. Another question. What is your name?
Hi, my name is Liz, and I understand you've been married for over 40 years. What is your secret?
I'm married here 42. The wife's in the back, and I don't want any trouble. The secret, there's no real secret. The whole thing is love and friendship and caring. We always worry about our kids, and they worry about us, and we all are one family together. And my wife, when I first met her, was so opposite of me, but yet we both have the basic things of love and the basic things of life, and that's why I adore her, and thank God she still adores me.
There you go. That's a pretty good answer, I think. All right, let's see. Another question here. Yes, what is your name?
My name is Brian Cosme, and I'm a cashier at a liquor store.
Okay, and did you have a question for Mr. Rickles?
Yes, sir. My question is a lot of people call you
Just look towards. Yeah.
a lot of people call you the king of insults. How would you best describe your sense of humor?
I'm fed up with you.
Good answer. So am I.
What's the name of the liquor store that you work at?
B&B Liquors.
And what does the B&B stand for?
B&B. Big buy.
Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. And let's see, do we have any, did anyone else have, okay. Yes, I'm sorry, sir. Do you mind, excuse me there?
Hi.
Hi there. Hi. Do you have a question from Mr.
I do have a
Rickles?
question. Mr. Rickles, I'm a big fan. Tell me what it was like to work with Frank Sinatra.
It was annoying. I can say that because he's passed on. Had he been alive and I said that, I'd be sitting here like this. No, he was a great man and one of my heroes.
Thanks, sir.
All right, and I guess, well, yeah, that's it. I think that's all we have time for.
Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that man? That man there, that man, I never liked. No,
This is
no,
Dove.
go back one row. Go into the second guy. Who is that second guy? Stand up, second guy. No, right, you're getting closer, right down there. The guy looking around, there he is. There he had a television show, 40 television shows. Got him.
Well, there you go. Don Rickles is with us, and this is Dove also. We'll be right back. Talk more with Don Rickles and Keely Smith coming up, too.
Hi, Jimmy. Hi, Don. Jimmy, I'm so glad you're giving Don the full show tonight. That's awfully nice of you. You know, Jimmy, Don is very special to me. I've known him for many, many years now, and the thrill of my life was when I worked with him on the road. Yeah, that's when I discovered he really is a sweet, sensitive guy. Always ready to support you. Almost like a father to me, Jimmy. Like that night in Atlantic City in his dressing room. Oh, he was so nice.
Hey, Regis, can I tell you something? If we work together again, so help me, I'm going to the VA, and I'm going to be asked to be sent back to Vietnam. The war's over there, but I'm going to just stay there in the jungle and blacken my face so nobody finds me. I never want to see you again, Regis, really. Don't come around anymore. The voice is weak. You stink. How's that, Regis? You stink. You're not good, you stink. And stay out of my life, Regis. And keep that AM show off. And I never want to see you again. I hope you get a boil on your neck.
That's what happened, Jimmy. Watch your back. It's going to be the longest night you've ever had.
We're here with Don Rickles tonight. His new book is called Rickles' Book. That is a message from his dear friend Regis. Now, you have a lot of great friends. Who do you like better, Regis or Bob Newhart?
Oh, it's not a tournament. It's two different apples and oranges. Regis, I met way before Bob, but Bob was in the audience tonight, as you all know, and I must say, this man has been something else to me, because he came to Aspen, Colorado, in a big snowstorm when they were honoring me, and he came as a surprise like tonight, and then he spoke and presented me with something, and friends like that you can't buy. You certainly can't buy, and you can't win. You have to earn it, and I'm so proud and delighted. He's such a dear friend, and it was so great to have him in the audience, as the response was from you people. He's such a major star in television and pictures, and as a friend. To know Bob and to be alone with him, as I have been, many and many a night, I swear to God, it burns me up because he's bigger than me.
He is fantastic. I mean, he is...
Please give him a hand.
And I got to tell you something. I love the idea that you and Regis and Bob Newhart, that you guys are friends. I mean, I don't know why, but it makes me happy to imagine you and Bob and your wives going on vacations together.
Well, that's the secret, as Newhart always says. He says, you're going to start that again. The key is the wives, because that's every time we go on a trip, I always say, the key is the wives. And it's true. Think about it. The girlfriends or the wives, if they get along, somehow the guys become great friends. I've said this many times. Bob came from the Midwest, and I came from New York. And here's a guy that reads the New York Times, and I find out if the Dodgers won in the 9th inning.
Right.
And we became friends because of our wives, who are so dear and close to each other. And then over the years, as I said about my own wife, our values are very the same. The same with Regis and Joy. They have that kind of camaraderie. And you and Sarah, I'm sure in life, will meet somebody. Maybe. I can see Sarah going, hey, here's your love, here's your love. No, she's wonderful.
We've actually become very close with Siegfried and Roy.
That was a good one. Give me a pencil. Damn. That was a great one. You jumped in with Siegfried and Roy. But getting back to Newhart, for him to come over tonight, and you, Jimmy, Jimmy's giving us a little party, which is kind of personal after the show, and that's very sweet of you, Jimmy.
Oh, well, believe me, it's my pleasure. All my pleasure.
And by the way, did you get my basket?
I did get, thank you very much.
Tell him what I said. I said you tell him.
You sent me, Don and Barbara, his wife, Barbara, sent me a beautiful Italian food basket. And with the message, do you recall exactly what
the message was? To remind you of your heritage.
That's right. And I'll tell you something. Nothing hits the spot when you've just had surgery like a giant stick of pepperoni.
That's why I gave it to you, from mouth to mouth. That's why I gave it. No, God forbid.
Thank you very much. No, it's
doesn't
delicious.
He look great? This is his first night back.
That's right. Of many operations to come. Many operations.
God forbid. You don't need operations.
The movie, one of my favorite movies, and I think a lot of people know you as a comedian, but also a very fine actor. Well, of course, you're in the Toy Story movies, and there's a third one coming
that
out.
Doesn't make me a...
Well, no.
My grandchildren, they don't know me as Don. I go, Pop, Pop is Mr. Potato Head. Pop, Pop. That's my career. I broke my neck with Clark Gable. You young people, and some of you, you know the name Clark Gable, do you?
Sure, yeah.
Because what's happened to me, as you get older, you mention these great stars, Clark Gable, Burt Lancaster, and some of the young people say, well, I haven't run into that yet, but I hope it doesn't happen. But these were great people. In other words, today, I work with Robert De Niro in Casino, a great actor.
Sure.
Now, Robert De Niro, when they said, roll him, I would stand next to him with a gun. And Marty Scorsese, a great director, would say, all right, Don, you're right next to Marty, and it's 6:30 at night. And we worked all night, and it's 6:30 the next morning. And to stand there, and Marty would say, okay, all right, quiet on set. Now, Bob, you take the gun, and you look at Don. And he'd go, Marty, I don't know, the gun, maybe I'll take it, maybe if I take the gun, Marty, and I'd say, I want to tell you something, Bob. It's 6:30. I want to go to bed, and if you don't take the gun soon, I'm going to shove it up.
Well, I would imagine Robert De Niro is not used to being spoken to like that.
No, everybody said when I first joined the cast, they said, don't get around De Niro serious.
Really?
He is. And
Really?
I first went to the Bel Air Hotel. He just finished Cape Fear. And I came in, he had, I don't know if you remember, Cape Fear had the hair over his face and everything. And I walked in, I said, hi, Bob, because Marty Scorsese said, you got to meet him before you do the. Hi, Bob, I'm Don Rickles. Oh. Whoa, hey, whoa. And I said, I'm here with a moron. This man's making $8 billion a movie, and he's going, oh. But I kid about him. He's a wonderful artist and a great actor. And I make, even when we go in restaurants, he's another one like Letterman, wants to hide under the table.
Right, yeah.
Order dinner. Bob, they were serving. He's very, very...
Well, you'll be happy to know I will be on top of the table tonight when we go to eat, dancing my little heart out, my appendix out. Well, we have another... This was supposed to be a surprise, but you're very inquisitive and you find out everything. But we have one of your old friends, somebody who I've seen recently, actually, and she is unbelievable, just a phenomenal performer. Keely Smith will be with us.
Oh, my goodness.
Don Rickles is here. Rickles' book is the book. Let me show it one more time. It's in stores now. We'll be right back with Keely Smith. Come on back.